NLP is the root and the key to all of that. Now, just look at my notes. Have I covered everything? Oh yes, I was talking about health. Let me just quickly just add a bit to that. Because what I wanted to say was about the placebo effect. Now, I don't know whether you're aware of this, but every drug, I'm talking about legal drugs, that come onto the market, every pharmaceutical substance that's on the market that you can buy over the counter or get prescribed by your doctor or in a hospital, goes through rigorous, incredibly rigorous testing before it's allowed in the marketplace. One of those tests is the placebo test. In other words, dummy copies of the pill or the tablet or the injection or whatever it is are made with no active ingredient in them, and they are sent out to various institutions or doctors' surgeries in what's called a double-blind test. So in other words, only the laboratory sending them out has each batch is code numbered, and only the laboratory knows which batch contains the active drug and which batch contains the placebo, the one with no active ingredient. And what they have to do is they have to check if the placebo, the one with no active ingredient, remember, produces a reasonable number of cures of whatever the drug has set out to cure. Because if it does, if it's too many, if it's above a certain percentage, then the drug itself is considered not worthwhile, because people are getting better anyway. Now, from an NLP point of view, and actually from any point of view as a thinking person, in my opinion, if one person gets better from the placebo, then we should be interested in what that person is doing in here, in their internal environment, because what cured them is the power of belief. And the power of belief is what this is all about. If you believe you can achieve something, if you believe you're worth something, if you believe you're lovable, if you believe you can have riches, you need an NLP coach, because that's all of those things are available to you. But there's one more piece of icing on this cake. In fact, one cherry on the icing on the cake, which almost nobody talks about, which I've never seen mentioned in any NLP book, but which really is what it's all about. It's really what this is, the be. What are you going to be? It's all about being. It's not just being happy. You have that, you'll get that. You'll absolutely get that. But this is about peace of mind. About everything. I no longer worry about money. I've walked out of well-paid jobs. I've done it twice in my life now, and money's fallen out of the sky. Really, I did it last year. It was this is 2013 as I'm talking to you now. It did take, I'm not telling you to do it, by the way. Don't say Trevor told you to do this. I'm telling you I did it. It may or may not be a choice that you will someday make for yourself. But I don't want to be an influence on that. I just want to tell you what I did, because I have the peace of mind to know what I'm doing. I couldn't foresee the consequence of doing that. I did it last year. I did think about it, and I was a bit scared. And I thought about that too, because all of that with NLP is manageable. Fear is manageable. You got a phobia, by the way? NLP will take care of that, like that. Right? So it's all manageable stuff. And I eventually decided in September of last year that I would quit my job. And I did. I talked it over with my wife, and I talked it over with my boss. I didn't just not turn up anymore. I thought very hard and seriously about it. And it could have meant that our bills would no longer be paid. And all the consequences of that could have meant that. But it didn't. And I knew it wouldn't. because I have peace of mind. And that came from training myself, starting with NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Now, if you become one of my coaching clients or one of my coachees, will you instantly get peace of mind? Probably not. Maybe. Depends where you are on your path. Depends how open you are to these ideas. But you will get keys and tools for changing your life around in myriad ways. Any area of life. Your finances, your career, your self-belief, your relationships, yes, your health too. Anything about your situation or your circumstances can change, and it starts with you. And the toolkit is NLP. And that's why you need an NLP coach. And I hope you choose me, because I'd love to be part of that. Okay, so have a look around my website, because there are various programs that you can purchase off the shelf. I've got one on how to deal with the breakup of relationships. I've got a couple on self-esteem, esteem engine particularly. I've got one on attracting money. And yes, law of attraction. I should have mentioned that too. Bit remiss of me not to mention that. But law of attraction comes into this too. And I didn't think it would. I spent a long time being very skeptical and deeply cynical about the law of attraction. All right? And it doesn't work on ask, believe, receive. You just visualize something like The Secret tells you and it shows up. It doesn't work that way, but it does work. And it works not because you ask and then you believe that you're going to get it and then you receive it. It shows up because of the way you're being. You start with being someone who knows internally that you're affluent, or that you're healthy, or that you're worthy, or that you're confident, or whatever. And those things in that realm just start flowing to you. And you start worrying and getting fearful again, and boom, down comes the barrier and they stop. And I've experienced it time and time again. So yes, I have a program called Stop Worrying and Grow Rich. Which, because if you worry about money, it's the antithesis of growing rich. You cannot attract money or wealth to yourself while you're worried about money. They are mutually exclusive. Okay, so first of all, you need to learn to manage your internal state. Be at peace, peace of mind. It all comes back to the same thing in the end. And life flows, and it's effortless. Like an acorn turning into an oak tree, like an apple seed turning into an orchard. There's no problems in nature. There's no effort required in nature for these amazing things to happen. Right? And amazing things can happen to you. So have a look around. Use the contact form if you're interested in private coaching with me, or you're interested to ask me any questions about programs that I've got coming up, or questions about programs that exist. Does it do this? Does it do that? Please get in touch. There's contact links available to you somewhere very near this video. And I really hope that's been helpful insight into what NLP is and what NLP coaches and NLP coaching is all about. So, thank you for listening to me. This is Trevor Emdon. My website's wizardofwisdom.com. And if you want to email me, it's trev@wizardofwisdom.com. And I look forward to maybe getting to know you better, maybe meeting you in person someday. And whatever you choose to do, I wish you a very happy and peaceful journey. Bye for now.